The UNM Student Union building was one of the numerous locations around the metro where locals could vote early and on Election Day. While there was a consistent line for most of the day on Tuesday, many students said there seemed to be a disconnect between them and their access to election information.
I actually don't know a single person that's voted for this election, and I didn't know there was voting going on, or else I would have voted, because I also don't want to just vote blind. I feel like there's no point to vote blind. But yeah, I didn't know there was voting going on, and I don't know a single person that knew voting was going on.
I only knew there was a local election because of the whole NCAA rule that we have to have off of practice today. So that's how I knew, but I didn't know about it until like a week ago. Well, that's one thing. That was probably the biggest debate I had with voting, was just that I don't necessarily know what it is I'm voting for, because I feel like people don't say like, oh, go look at ballots and stuff, and I just felt really like uninformed on what it was that I'd be voting on, and that's why I'm not voting right now when I'm leaving and coming back, just so I can kind of look more into it, because I truly don't know what it is that I would be voting for right now. And I think that's like another common thing amongst my peers, is that there's just not a lot of awareness, and it would be ignorant if I just went in there and voted now without knowing what it is I'm voting for, I feel like.
I think there are probably a few platforms you could use. For example, I think learning in classes through like the teachers, I think that'd be a really good way to kind of reach our UNM population, along with like social media posts. I think reach probably a lot of people.
The ASUNM student government held 3 separate Coffee with a Candidate events, where students had the opportunity to speak directly with the mayoral candidates at the sub-building. However, ASUNM officials said only about 10 people attended each of those events.
I think some more rallies on campus would have been a good way to reach out. Maybe not even just like a vote for blank, vote for this person. It could have been more just vote for somebody, at least get to know who these politicians are. Because I think a lot of kids nowadays, we only focus on what's going on at the national level. We don't really focus on what's going on in our own city, which, is a big deal, I personally haven't voted, because I didn't know enough about the politicians. I don't like voting based on what other people say. I like to get information about them from themselves, and I evaluate it by myself, and then I vote for who I think is the best. I don't like to go off of what other people say, but just because I didn't get to do that for this election, that's why I didn't vote.
Ana Padilla, KRQE News 13.